Happy birthday! Hey there everyone, it's Frosty the Frozen One! And I have returned once again, but unfortunately my magical powers are fading on me and soon I will be a melted popsicle. Unless if you sing the magic song. Frosty the Snowman! No, I'm just kidding. Sup, Miles? What's going on, man? Professor Candy Cane better not be here. Oh, don't worry, he's not here. It's just good old Frosty the Frozen One. Oh, you do? Well, see, when I was a kid, I actually used to watch a lot of the older Christmas classics, and besides like Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer, you guys know like the stop motion. I think it was like claymation, or were they puppets? I think it was claymation. And besides watching Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer and Grandma Got Ran Over by a Reindeer, which by the way, that one was my favorite, Grandma Got Ran Over by a Reindeer, I also really like to watch the Frosty the Snowman animated movie from, I think it was like 1962. It was sometime in the early 60s, but I really liked watching Frosty the Snowman in the 1960s. So you like this one? That's actually that's pretty cool. Last time I played with this costume, I didn't do the voice because there was no one here. And I didn't originally have a voice, but I guess since last night I actually came up with the idea to come up with a voice for my character that I had created, Professor Candy Cane, which is one of my loadouts in Knockout City, and the majority of you guys hate him, and you guys think he's annoying. I guess his voice is kind of annoying. Unlike Frosty the Frozen One's voice. Oh boy, what do we have here? Skyline Stumble. Oh boy. Oh my goodness, ladies and gentlemen. We have to go to some type of cloud-looking city. Oh, it's Corbin Berrios. Sup, Corbin? What's up, man? I got the time. Well, that's good, man. And I'm really great that you stopped by. But unfortunately, Frosty the Frozen One's gonna be melted soon. Because, this is actually gonna be a short stream, guys. Not super short, but it's not going to be that long. It'll probably only end up being like 30 minutes long. This is really not gonna, it'll be 30-40 minutes long of a stream. This stream probably won't get up to an hour. So I'm really sorry, but it's because of, you know, how late I've been streaming. Lately, that's actually why the streams have been shorter. The last one we did, I think, was an hour. Maybe a little bit over that. But normally I go for about like 2 hours. That's like my norm, like 2 or 3 hours. Uh-oh. Also, Miles, have you ever seen the original Frosty the Snowman movie? I loved that as a kid. But my favorite thing to watch during Christmas was Grandma Got Ran Over by a Reindeer on Cartoon Network. That shit was nostalgic. Nostalgic AF. I'm talking, that was the shit back then. You know, like, there was other Christmas specials, but getting to watch that on Cartoon Network, you know, that was awesome. Hooray, we qualified! Oh, it's Spidey Morbing! Hi, Spidey Morbing. It is I, Frosty the Frozen One. Yes, my brother, we are here! I'm trying to make my voice sound like the staticky 60s Frosty the Snowman. What do you guys think of my voice impression? You think it's good or bad? Just let me know. Also, Miles, if you're still here in the chat, since you're a moderator on the channel, I'd actually like you to, and I'll have Crimson do this if he shows up or whenever, like if he shows up in the next stream, I'd actually like you to drop a link to your channel, because I'd like you guys to go subscribe to Miles, because he has a great channel. He plays WWE Universe mode on, I think, 2K22, I believe is the new game that's out. And he also plays a bunch of other games. He's played Spider-Man PS4. He recently uploaded a really cool clip called WWE 2K22 Extreme Moments. So Miles, if you want to leave a link to your channel, go right ahead, because I really would like people to subscribe to you. I'm giving you the shout out right here, right now, because you're just such an awesome subscriber of mine. Miles is always here for a lot of my streams, and he's been one of my biggest supporters for a while now. Oh, you stream Elden Ring? That's pretty cool. But how you doing, Spidey Morbing? What do you call it? How far are you into Elden Ring? Like, what part did you make it to? I actually don't have Elden Ring, but I've seen Sweet play the game before. And actually, Sweet told me I think he's beat it before. I think twice. I can't remember. But he said that, like, he was playing it and, what would have taken him, like, 38 hours only took him 8 hours this time, and so now he said he's actually gotten much better at the game to where he feels more, what do you call it? He feels more confident playing it on YouTube. Not that he didn't before, but I guess he was just telling me that, like, now it's not going to take him as long as it would have before, because now he actually, you know, he's played the game a few times. He knows his way around the map. I beat the game like 27 times. I'm on max level, and Sweet beat it too. Yeah, no, Sweet was saying that he beat it, and that, like, what originally would have taken all of his, because I think for his live stream, like, series on his walkthroughs that he's doing, I think it would have originally have taken him 38 hours, and now it's only gonna take him, or no, he said that he can now, it'll probably be, if you add up all the streams, it'll be more than 8 hours, obviously, but he said now, what would have taken him 38 hours to beat the game will now only take him around, like, 8 hours. Life is short. Let's get Spidey Morbing to 2023. Yes, that's right, my friend. Since you guys are here, let's just vibe with Frosty the Frozen One. Look at him, he's so happy. So far, I'm doing pretty good. We're just doing a solos game right now. I've actually never won a solos game in Fall Guys, and unfortunately, whenever I stream Fall Guys, I mean, I've had people play with me in the past, but it seems like the games that people really want to play with me the most are either Knockout City or Rocket League. And that makes sense, because those games are actually more popular. At least on Knockout City is on my channel, at least because I have Crimson and Yohomi to play with. And they're really like the only two people that have ever played with me, but I'm sure that one of these days someone else will want to play. Yo, but Miles, if you want to drop your link to your channel, you can, because I'd really like people to find your channel. Although, I don't know why I'm saying that, because Miles actually has more subs than I do. How much you got, Miles? Like 250 something? Or am I off? Can I please get up here? No? There we go. Uh-oh. Map is tilting. If we actually fall here, that's it. 248, okay. But yeah, you don't have to, but if you want to leave the link to your channel down in the live chat, you can. Like I said, guys, he's been here for a bunch of my streams. He's been a really good supporter of mine. So has Spidey Morbing. You know, honestly, I should give Spidey Morbing moderator, but I think I gave, didn't I give you moderation on your main page, Spidey Morbin? I think I did. Yeah, he has. He's also been very supportive on Soup's streams. And, Soups, when's your next stream gonna be? Yeah, I think I did too. Because I was gonna say, otherwise I'd give it to you, but I think I already did on the main page. I mean, I guess I still could give it to you on the second page. Okay, what was going on here? Are we kissing? Like, yo, I qualified! I was trying to push this girl off the cliff, and she was pushing me back, man, and, you know, it looked like something pretty sussy was going on. Looked like the characters were kissing. That's what happens when you have two characters grabbing each other at the same time. That's what it looks like for some reason in this game. I told my dad that I'm watching you, and he said, "You're watching Frozen the movie?" Wow. I've never heard that one before, but apparently someone thought I was Frozen, like the... Although that makes sense, because my name is Frozen, and I've actually... Like, Crimson used to make those jokes all the time in his stream. He'd be like, "Frozen, just let it go." And it would take me a second to realize, like, what do you mean let it go? But, like, you know, like the song Let It Go? Yeah. He would make those kind of jokes. So this is basically like the hole in the wall! You guys remember that show? This is actually not that hard. Each of our contestants will try to fit through the hole in the wall! Bro, I used to love watching that show. 3, 2, 1, go! Yeah, you remember that show, Corbin. I'm glad you do. I'm glad someone does. Fall Guys is a fun game to be chilling with friends. Yes, it is, man. And it's a great time to be streaming this game, especially because this is actually going to be the last Fall Guys stream in 2022 on this channel. Unless if I decide to stream it tomorrow, but I don't think so, because tomorrow I'm actually going to be playing... I'm probably going to end the year with Rocket League. Just because that's like my most popular game on my channel. Or at least it has been recently. Uh-oh. Oh, see, it tries to... See, this tries to trick you, because if you grab on it, you can actually fall, especially if you let go of the grab button. So that tries to trick you, thinking that you need to swing on that, but that's actually just trying to get you to fall off the map. Thank goodness I didn't grab onto that. I caught onto that pretty quick. Yeah, no, Corbin, that was a good show back then. Who remembers Hole in the Wall? With the guy, he'd be like, "It's time for the hole in the wall!" You guys remember that? And they'd try to fit through these shapes. It'd be like a circle, or it'd be like a person making a T-pose, or they'd have to... Basically, sometimes it'd just be like, okay, there's a different shape for each one of you. There was 2 teams, a blue team and a red team. Yeah, no, who does it? And, you know, honestly, Miles, you're right. Who doesn't remember that show? And sometimes they'd be like, okay, blue team, there's 3 of you, but we need you all to work together because we want you to make the shape of a star, and we want you to fit into the shape of a star. That's what that shape of the wall is going to be. And basically it was one of those things where it would get so hard to where it would be like these impossible shapes. They'd get like the Statue of Liberty and they'd make it almost impossible. And that's how they'd always like... That's how they'd eliminate some of the people, actually. Okay, what is going on? Oh my goodness. Yo! Wait, seriously? Wait. Yo. This is the greatest moment of my life. I just got a win in Fall Guys! Yes! I got a win in Fall Guys. Happy birthday to Frosty the Frozen One! I just got my first solos win! Woohoo! Guys, that was crazy. I didn't think I was going to win. Look at this! It's my first solos win in Fall Guys! Dude, that's crazy! Wow. And I unlocked a new nickname. Gullible. Seriously? I win and the title you give me is Gullible? I ain't gullible. If anything, everybody else was gullible. And, you know, it's weird. To think that I won that match, and I've never even played that minigame with the squid tentacles. I've never played that before. I outlasted everybody. You know what I mean? Like, look, there's a crown sticking out of Frosty the Snowman's hat. Like, look at that. Dude, that's so cool. So that doesn't just make us Frosty the Snowman. That now makes us King Frosty the Snowman. I played that game too. Wait, Corbin, what game are you talking about? I don't remember a Hole in the Wall having a game, unless if it was on the Cartoon Network site. Or do you mean the Roblox game? Because I played Hole in the Wall on Roblox. Oh, there is? Because I don't remember there being one. I remember the Wipeout games, and I know they recently made an American Ninja Warrior game, although I haven't really heard anything about that game. I haven't even seen gameplay, but I know there's an American Ninja Warrior game, and I know there's Wipeout games. But so what's the Wipeout game for? Is it on PC? No, not on Roblox. Also, is it on PC then? Because I really don't remember them making a console game for the Hole in the Wall. All hail the king! The king of kings! Time to play the game! That's right, Miles. All hail the king of kings! Time to play the game! Yo, that was crazy. Just got my first solos win in Fortnite. I mean... no, excuse me. Just got my first solos win in Fall Guys. Why'd I say Fortnite? Also, I have a bowl of ice cream. I can't even... I know that sounds random, but I have a bowl of ice cream right now. I'm eating, this is cookies and cream. Anybody have some frozen treats by them, or do they have any popcorn, or maybe they're eating some candy? What do you guys got? I got ice cream right now. I'm eating cookies and cream ice cream. I know that was pretty random. I just randomly was like, yeah, and also, I have ice cream. I can get your first win in Fortnite. Corbin, if you could do that for me, that would be awesome. I'm actually not going to be playing Fortnite until early January, though. So that'll be like... And I'm actually going to try the game out first. I actually want to... I want to learn how to build. Because, like, not learn how to build good, but just learn how to... I need to know how to do it in general, because, like... I remember the first match I played was in 2020. My friends kept bugging me. They said, Teddy, we really want you to play Fortnite. And the reason they were calling me Teddy is because on PlayStation, my name is Teddy. And that's also why Sweet calls me Teddy sometimes, guys. It's because my PlayStation ID is Teddy. And I know it's confusing because, you know, on YouTube, I'm the Frozen one, but on PlayStation, I'm Teddy. But in real life, I'm Noah. And if you guys want to know why my name is Teddy on PlayStation, it's because Teddy was actually the name of my dog, who was a Sheltie Border Collie, who unfortunately passed away at the age of 18 in 2017. But he lived a really long and good life, and he was an amazing dog. He was brown, white, black, tan. He had, like, all these different colors on him, and he was just, like, the most nicest and sweetest dog you've ever met. I mean, the only thing he really, like, because he got afraid of small dogs, and... I mean, that was the only thing he didn't really like being around, but he was really good with children, babies, and stuff, and he was just a really good dog. He liked to play fetch and tug-of-war. He didn't play frisbee. I know some dogs play frisbee, but he wasn't a frisbee dog. What he really liked to do the most was probably play fetch the most with his ball, and he also liked playing tug-of-war a lot. He was really good at tug-of-war because, you know, it felt like you were... Literally, whenever you tug of war with big dogs, it always feels like you're wrestling with them. And my dog wasn't, like, big. He was, like, a medium-sized dog, but it still felt like, you know, you were wrestling with him. Oh, it was on PC, okay. Yo, Spidey Morbing, why'd you say, earlier? No, I'm just watching. Oh, okay. So you don't have any desserts while you're watching me, that's okay. Would you like me to mail you over some ice cream, Miles? Would you like some? Oh, he does? Actually, you might be right, because I think I've seen him do that in some of my other streams before. I think he's went, and then he'll say something like, alright, fellas, got to go. See you later tomorrow, my frozen hombres. You know? No, it's probably poison. No, it's not poison, it's... No, Professor Candy Cane would put poison in his ice cream and in his sweet treats, but I don't do that. You can trust me, because Professor Candy Cane isn't here. Yeah, I got a Discord. It's called Discord. Frozen Discord at Discord, discord.com/discord/discord _ Discord Discord. DDDDDXDDDDD. I trolled you, DDD. No, that's not my Discord's name. But yes, I do have a Discord. I can actually leave a link for it if you want. When I get a chance here. I know that was a pretty cringe joke. I can either make like these really good and perfectly timed jokes, or I can make the most cringiest jokes in the world. But it's okay, because I'm not ashamed of being who I am, and even if I am a little cringy at times, I just don't care. A part of my personality is staying true to who I am, and so you guys are seriously just not going to see me do too much like swearing, and you guys won't hear me say the F word or anything, because I really don't like saying the F word, and I really don't even like swearing too much in general. A lot of the swear words I say are like some of the most basic words swear words you've heard older people say, so it's like, you know, you won't hear any of the super bad swear words from me. And a part of my personality is that I'm basically a kid inside of a 20-year-old's body. That's basically what I am, because you are top F, Frozen, for not saying swear words. Yes, I'm top F. Yo, Mr. Fahrenheit! Mr. Fahrenheit, please tell us why you had to wait for so long. So long! Instead of Mr. Blue Sky, it's Mr. Fahrenheit, please tell us why. Hey, how'd you guys like that? The glass is about to break because of the chemical reactions. Hey, ding, 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 ding. Mr. Fahrenheit, please tell us why you had to wait to pour the chemicals for so long. So, you like that remix, Mr. Fahrenheit? YouTube changed policy, right? What's new? I don't, did they? I'm not singing the real song. Yeah, I knew you would like, even if I was, like, you can sing songs. YouTube doesn't get mad when you sing them. YouTube gets mad when you play, like, the official songs, and when you, like, anything that's, like, copyrighted that you play directly from another video, or if it's exact audio, like the actual person singing. New policy about, they do have something on that, but, so when it comes to swearing on YouTube, so basically, there are some words that they really could give a shit if you say, like, you can say shit all you want, I think, but, like, they really don't want you saying the F word or, the B word, and I'm not talking about the one, B-I-T-C-H word, I'm talking about the other B word, and then there's a few other words they don't really want you to say, the D word too, and I'm not even going to say that word because you guys know what it is. That's the other thing too, you will not hear me make jokes with the D word, because the Frozen one does not swear all that much, and you will not hear me make sexual jokes. Dark humor was also just never in my, like, it was something that was never wired to me, that I can't wrap my head around as much as other people could. Although I'm not, like, so, like, if anyone wants to make some of these dark humor jokes, yeah, I probably laughed at a few of them, but, like, it just wasn't in my DNA to understand dark humor, really. So, like, please excuse me if I don't laugh at certain jokes. It's probably just because, you know, I was built different to, because I think most people are more accustomed to them, as were me. I'm just like, nah, I don't really like them, you know. This ain't good. Because now... Hold on. Come on. No! I was supposed to focus on the zone and I didn't. But I don't know... Yeah, I can link the Discord. Hold on. Let me go to my Discord. But I don't know the exact policy on, like, swear words. Most of the time, I'm not even swearing. Swearing is something I do, when I'm trying to sound funny and make certain jokes and stuff, and, it's like, that's what I do instead of, like, getting mad at a game, because anytime I swear, it's really just, it's really always just for a joke, and, like, instead of saying the F word, I say fook, because Crimson calls people fook sticks, so I say fook you, right, instead of saying F you. Okay, so here's my... Okay. I'm gonna put my Discord username right in the chat for you guys. Corbin Burios, you still there? And actually, one of these days, I'm gonna put my Discord username in the About section of my YouTube page. Breaking news! The Frozen One says he is built different from you mere mortals. More at 10. Wait, what? Yo, Miles, I didn't realize you own NBC News. That's crazy. Say hello to that cute reporter for me. Her name is Margaret. She starts tomorrow. No, I'm just kidding. There is no cute reporter. I don't own... CNN and BBC. Well, you could. Or maybe your family does. Your family could own it, you know. I mean, my dad owns Microsoft, so... No, I'm just kidding. My dad don't own a Microsoft. Oh, you sent it? Okay, hold on. Let me accept it. Alright, Corbin, I am now your friend on Discord. So you can message me on there, and if you want to send me cool images of times you went on vacation, or maybe there's a certain hobby or talent and you'd like to send me some stuff, you can definitely do that. Yeah, well, my dad owns Sony, and can you get banned? And, oh, and can get you banned. Oh. Nah, your dad ain't the owner of Sony. If he was the owner of Sony, you would have gotten the PS5 right when it came out, Miles. Also, Miles, do you have a PS5? I forgot if you do or not. Also, if you do have a PS5, how come you don't use the PS5 to stream? And maybe I asked you this before, but I honestly forgot. Do you mind if I show you something on Elden Ring? It's the mod. Oh yeah, you can send me the mod on Elden Ring. Oh, you do have a PS5. Alright, yeah, so how come you don't stream on the PS5? Is your share button broke on the... Oh, okay, and I do use it to stream. Oh, okay, so you... Does it depend, Do you have, like... Because I know some people either have their consoles at different houses because of, like, I know some people that have their consoles at they have one console at their grandma's, this one's at their dad's place or whatever. Oh, okay, so you stream Universe Mode on PS5. And by the way, Miles, I was not trying to say that, like, you had, what do you call it? Divorced, you know what, I don't want to say it because I don't want to, like, get you upset because I don't think you do, but I'm just saying I know how people who have divorced parents have consoles in different places is what I was saying, and other people say like they have their one console at their grandma's or their uncle's, or it's at their brother's place or something like that. I've heard people tell me that their console was at their aunt's one time. Yeah, I didn't think so, and that's good, man. I really love to see the what do you call it? You know, parents still being together, because it's always good to hear that your parents are still together. Mine are still together too. Your homies are. It's always good to hear about that. Because when people go through divorces, it's one of the worst times for them in the world. And some people, it hits them so bad like a truck that they don't feel like talking to anyone or doing anything for like literally 3 months. Like, it's that bad sometimes. So for anyone who has divorced parents out there, I feel really bad for you. I mean, I don't know exactly what you're going through, but, you know, I feel like everyone, even when people's parents are still together, you know, our parents still fight and stuff, and so it's never fun when that has to happen, because it's still like there's always the thing that's in the back of your brain, which is, oh my god, you know, my parents are fighting so bad, you know, you always think like, are they gonna split apart? The PS5 and PS4 are in the same house. Oh, okay. Yeah, but, okay, so you streamed WWE Universe mode on your PS5. How come you were streaming Batman Arkham Knight on your PS4 the other night? Or is that because you don't have Batman Arkham Knight installed on your PlayStation 4? Like, are there some games that you have installed for your PlayStation 5, and then there's other games that you have on your PS4 that aren't on that console? And then vice versa with your PS5 games not being on the PS4? Oh, okay. Do you have Spider-Man PS4 on the PS4, or is that on the PS5? Spidey Morbing says A. Oh, okay. Wait, so you have Spider-Man PS4 on both consoles, but you don't have Batman Arkham Knight on both consoles? What? How does that make sense? Or is that because you just don't want to go through the, you know, waiting time, like the waiting time, to sit there for that long just to wait for the game to install? Because whenever I have to wait for games to install, I just put my console into rest mode. Oh. Uh-oh, Frosty the Snowman just got hit. I repeat, Frosty the Frozen Snowman has been hit. Oh no. Uh-oh. Oh crap. Hey look, I made it. Happy birthday. We did it. Frosty the Frozen One has qualified. Yay! Hooray! Hooray for Frosty the Frozen One. I'm probably like doing the voice but with no effort. Hold on, I can make it sound better, I promise. Nah, to be honest, I don't really think I can. Ooh, the Bean Hill Zone! Look everybody! It's the Sonic World! I can't wait to run around in the Bean Hill Zone! Woohoo! I give 2022 a 7 for me. 2021 a 6. Wow. Well, you know what? That's actually pretty reasonable, because 2021 was one of the worst years for a lot of people. So I can understand that, Spidey Morbing. I really can. 2023, not sure yet, but I hope it probably be one of the best years in gaming history. I hope so too, my brother. Trust me, my Frosty friend, we're gonna have so many great games coming out. I'm sure 2023 will be a marvelous year. Also, Miles, you don't have to tell me why you don't have Arkham Knight on your PS5 if you don't want to. It's pretty clear to me that you don't want to download it on the PS5, and it makes sense because, see, all my games are on a hard drive. I have a 2 terabyte hard drive, and I actually have like pretty much almost about all my games on there. There's a few I don't, and I really don't use my. It'd be different if I used my PlayStation 4. And I think it would also be different too if I didn't have a hard drive, because at one point I had a hard drive but then it broke. I had to get a new hard drive, and before I had the hard drive, I would always have to delete games and make space if I wanted to go back to them, but I don't have to do that anymore because I have my hard drive, and my hard drive is currently connected to my PlayStation 5. And so if you don't have like a hard drive, whether it's like a terabyte or 2 terabytes, that makes sense as to why you wouldn't want to download the same game on like both your consoles, and you know, it makes sense. I'm not gonna further question that because you know you're gonna do what you want to do. It makes sense. So I'm not gonna further question that. I thought it was a little bit weird, but who am I to judge, because I'm in a different situation than you are, so I don't understand, like, I don't understand how it is, for you across the 2 consoles. And maybe I'm wrong and you do have a 2 terabyte hard drive and you just don't want to go through the waiting game because you're like, yeah, well, I already have it on my PlayStation 4 because, you know, I installed it on there when the game came out, or whenever you got it, and I just don't want to have to do it again on my PS5. I completely get it, man. Miles, you still there, buddy? But yes, Spidey Morbing, I think 2023 should be a fine year for gaming, because if Frosty the Frozen One says so, then it must be true. I mean, to be honest, I don't really expect much from gaming in general anymore. Oh, you are still here, okay. But I really don't expect much from gaming in general anymore, and I know people are going to be like, watch them announce a game that Frozen One has been really excited for, that he had no idea he wanted until just now, and he's really hyped for it, because the possibility of that happening, well, it's not high. Like, I have not felt hyped for anything since Mortal Kombat 11, and that was like the last game I was hyped for. And that game didn't even end up being as good as Mortal Kombat X. And, you know, games back then, you know, there were like all these teaser trailers, but there was a lot of build-up to them. I mean, studios built the best-looking games, the best-looking characters, they used the best-looking graphics engines. They literally would run games at Mach 10 settings and everything, and these cinematics and the trailers and the teasers, this stuff would be all so extravagant, and you would feel the excitement in the air because it was there. Like, even if it was for a game like Shadow of War, you're like, oh damn, son, this looks like a great game. Like, wow, like, there's a freaking dragon and you can ride it and you can burn your enemies and you can cut enemies' heads off and look at all the kills and oh damn, look what he just did. Holy shit, this game looks awesome. I can't wait till it comes out. But now when a game gets announced, it's not like that. It's like, oh, it's another RPG. Oh, it's another indie game. Wait, they're still making FNAF? You know what I mean? And it's funny, because I actually like FNAF. It's just that I don't like FNAF. I don't like FNAF a lot, but I do like FNAF. And if anyone who doesn't know what FNAF is, that stands for Five Nights at Freddy's. But, see, because when it first came out, I really liked it, and I do still want to get, like, the FNAF collection and Security Breach one of these days. I'm not, like, a huge FNAF fan, but I'm, like, a small, you know, casual FNAF fan. I like it as a horror franchise. I am hyped for Spider-Man 2, because it's obvious. Suicide Squad killed the Frozen League. Resident Evil 4 Remake my top 3 next year. There's just several AAA titles next year that is top G material. Well, I really wish I could feel the same way about those games, because there's only one game out of that entire list, actually 2 games that you listed, that I really feel like have a chance of doing good. Have a good stream and take care, boys. Alright, Mr. Fahrenheit. I'll see you later, man. Stay frozen and have sweet dreams. Or in this case, it's daytime for you, so have a sweet day. Happy New Year to you all. Yup, that's right. Soon, it will be New Year's. For you, I think it already is New Year's. I don't know what you're talking about, Miles. You didn't hear anything. Anyway. But anyways, guys, so as I was saying, you know, hype revolving around a game was so much different back then, because they showed, like, there would be a cinematic trailer, maybe 4 of them, there would be an announcement trailer, there'd probably be a few cinematics, there'd be like 2 or 3, maybe only 1. What there'd be a lot of, though, which is what I feel like games don't do enough of, and this isn't every game, because Gotham Knights showed a lot of gameplay, which I'm glad they did, but not every game shows enough gameplay. Like, I feel like more games need to show more gameplay trailers. They need to show less cinematics and more gameplay, because they shouldn't be showing you these beautiful cinematics. They should be marketing the game to you, showing you the reason why you should buy the game, how cool the game looks, and, you know, how smooth the gameplay runs. They need to be showing you what the game looks like, how it runs. They need to show you who's playable in the game. They should show you the combat system in the game. They should show you maybe a boss fight. Or if they don't do that, they should show you some of the enemies you face. They should show you your different mechanics. And they just need to be, like, thorough when they explain it. I feel like if Gotham Knights had... Because I actually think WB Games Montreal is a good team and all, but I feel like if they did a better job explaining the mechanics, people wouldn't have been so upset in the first place about the game. And I just feel like it's a simple known fact that the main reason people didn't really want to get Gotham Knights was because, 1, it wasn't an Arkham game, and 2, Batman wasn't playable. The other reason was because the game was 30 frames per second, but so was Arkham Knight. And if those weren't the reasons why, it could be because It could be because this this game's art style and just sort of the aesthetic of what this game was going for is not at all what people picture. They were kind of thinking that this was going to be another Batman game that they knew and loved. There would be a counter button, you know, double tap X to dodge. But the reality of Gotham Knights was that they never specified and said this was going to be in the Arkham timeline. People were just hoping it was going to be. But I had a feeling that it wasn't going to be. I think the earliest theories were that it was going to be a sequel to Batman Arkham Origins. But something didn't hit right with me when Batman wasn't in the title of the game. And, you know, it wasn't even like... Yeah, no, Gotham Knights was next-gen and Arkham Knight isn't. And, you know, the fair point to make is that Arkham Knight actually looks better than Gotham Knights, at least graphically. And honestly, you know, this is coming from somebody who's played, like the Shadow of War and the Shadow of Modar games. Yo, it's Echo! Sup, Echo? So I played the Shadow of War and Shadow of Modar games. One of my friends on Instagram told me that Gotham Knights feels similar, like the flow of the gameplay feels similar to the Shadow of Modar, and then I'm playing the game, you know, when I first got it, because I got it for Christmas, and so the first day I'm playing it, it was very hard. It was very much an adjustment. Oh, sorry about that, guys. Alright, so, yo, Echo, I got a win in Fall Guys. I got my first solos win. And the funny thing is, the last minigame I was playing, I was hardly focusing. I was mainly focusing more so on, like, the discussion of whatever it was I was talking about. But, you know, so Gotham Knights, because I played it, I got it for Christmas, guys, and, you know, I actually think it's fun, but it's just an adjustment. It's actually, in some cases, it's actually a little bit easier than the Arkham games, which I know people are going to hate hearing that, but you can actually challenge yourself. There are multiple difficulties. There's, I think, very easy, medium, and then I think there's a hard. I don't know if there's a very hard. I think in total there's like 4 different difficulties. There could be 5. Although I don't think there's a very hard mode. Oh, you got Gotham Knights too? And what I noticed about the game is that it actually utilizes both the joysticks for certain commands that you would normally do in the Arkham games that they would require to press buttons. For example, instead of holding down the left stick and X to run, in Gotham Knights, the only thing you have to do is hold down the left stick. That's it. That's how you run. If you move the left stick slightly, you're walking. If you put it up all the way, you're jogging. And if you press and hold the left stick in up all the way, you're running or sprinting. And when it comes to your right stick, if you press that in, you crouch. But if you run and push the right stick in, you slide. And sliding in Gotham Knights is actually a lot of fun. I was surprised as to, like, I couldn't believe how fun it was to slide in that game. But the thing that I really liked was that the game had this, it has this thing where, you know, you tap square for light attacks and you press and hold square for heavy or the guard break attacks. And those are the attacks that, and you can actually perform really, like, wicked sweet combos with these, because you can do these combos where you're doing light attack, so you're going tap, 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 hold, tap, tap, hold, right? Like you're doing a sequence of different things. And, you know, you can just do combos out of only tapped or combos. You can do combos where you're only using the heavy attacks. And it's actually a lot of fun to mix and match the 2 different kinds of attacks that you have with your ranged attack, implementing that with the special moves that you have. And the special moves and abilities are a lot of fun to pull off. My only criticism with that is that I think it would have been a lot cooler if they would have let you use at least 2 of them, because there's 4 of them that you can utilize, and they only let you use 1 at a time, so when you fill up your meter, you can only use 1. that's a little bit weird that you can only use one, because then you have to build back up to your meter in order to use another special, so it's a very tedious thing. But one of the things I noticed about this game was because people said, yeah, this isn't like Arkham, it doesn't have free flow, and, you know, people are going to say that Gotham Knights isn't that great because of this, because it's slow and sluggish. But what I actually noticed was that Gotham Knights actually has a few elements in the gameplay that make the combat go faster, but you have to... I've actually only used Nightwing 2 Echo. Yep, that's right, Crucifix. This is episode 2 of... Wait, excuse me, episode 42 of the Chill Zone, where Frosty the Frozen One is back. Happy birthday, everyone! Today, Frosty the Frozen One got his first win in Fall Guys! Let's go! Woohoo! What's up, Crucifix? But yeah, I only use Nightwing right now, but what I noticed, guys, was that despite Gotham Knights not having a free flow, it actually does. So if you only use tap attacks, you can, and you actually can go from enemy to enemy to enemy doing these tap attacks. And it is the most satisfying thing to keep going from enemy to enemy, and then you can, you know, focus on one enemy for a little bit, or go over to another one. Your character will literally leap over to the other character. It's just not as fast as the free flow that was in the Arkham games. It's basically like, you have to aim in on what enemy you want to fight, and I'm not saying you have to aim, because there's no aim button to, you know, and I'm not saying, because there's no lock on to enemies, but what I'm saying is, you have to move your camera, you have to make it obvious to the camera which enemy you're going to attack first, and then you can leap to the opponent. So it's a little bit slower, but it's not as slow as you'd think it would be. It's not like the Arkham games where, see, because the Arkham games, you didn't have to move, see, then in Gotham Knights, you kind of have to move, like, your sticks around. I can't remember, I think it's the right stick, your camera. In Arkham, you could just go to the right or left, and it would just bring you to another enemy. And although it doesn't do that in Gotham Knights, it actually does feel really smooth, surprisingly, especially when you get to, especially when you're getting to use only, like, the light attacks. And I'm not saying that the game is only good if you use the light attacks. It feels just as fun to use the heavy attacks. But what I feel like a lot of people, I haven't really heard too many people talk about, was that the game actually does allow you to go from enemy to enemy to enemy. So it does actually kind of feel like there is an element of, oh, you beat Clayface, Echo? That's pretty cool. Oh no, you're on the Clayface mission. Crucifix says he beat Clayface. Okay. But my point is, so Gotham Knights, you know, it doesn't have free flow, but it has something that's similar. It's like, it's basically like, the best way to describe it is basically like if you were playing Rocket League, and it's almost like you always just have to play with ball cam, basically. That's basically like what Gotham Knights, like the flow of the combat feels like when you want to go from enemy to enemy. It basically just feels like you're always playing the game with a ball cam on, or an enemy cam. It's not always focusing on, it's not like ball cam where it's like, it's only showing you one enemy at a time, like where ball cam would only show you the ball. So it's a little bit different in that aspect, but that's like the best way I can describe it, because free flow, you didn't really have to move your camera, and you could just go from left to right, and the game would know, oh, you want to go and hit that guy over to the left. Oh, you want to go hit that guy over to the right. You want to go hit that guy that's diagonal. It would basically respond based on the way your movement flowed. But in Gotham Knights, it responds to the way, and sometimes, actually, now that I think about it, Gotham Knights doesn't really do it off of the camera. It is like Arkham, where it's based off of your movement as well. It does help if you move your camera so you can see where the enemies are. Because actually, I think you can change the camera settings too, where you can see more zoomed out. But the thing is, it's just a second slower a second and a half, maybe 2 seconds slower than an Arkham game. It's still surprisingly fast though. Like you wouldn't think that going from one enemy to another in Gotham Knights would be fast, but it is. Now that's only with Nightwing. You know, I've only played Nightwing, but I'm sure it does this with the other characters too. I don't know that for a fact, so, you know, don't quote me on this. I'm pretty sure it does, though. And I understand a lot of people's criticisms on, like, the reason for why they don't want to get Gotham Knights. But it's literally just, like, the best way to describe it is that, like I said, it's basically like playing Rocket League, but always having a ball cam on, where this, like, they really want you to... The game wants you to tell it which enemy you want to attack first, whereas the Arkham games always kind of knew which enemy you want to go to, because it had responded off of such quick movements that you hardly had to move your camera, unless if like an enemy was behind you. And so basically it's just like the reaction time of it all, in terms of going from one enemy to another, is slower. Right, like it's a tad bit slower. It's probably a second slower, second and a half, maybe, I don't know, but it's not that much slower. It's really not as noticeable as you would think. And the thing about the combat in the game, because, you know, I didn't think I was gonna get used to it. I thought, oh, this is weird to do like these taps and to do, you know, the like press and hold. Well, see, because this game doesn't have a counter. This game has a dodge instead. So I can see that criticism, and that makes sense. You know, I get that. But see, I feel like the dodge should have been built to work the same way it did in Spider-Man PS4, where it just continued to control the fast-paced movements. Because the dodge in Spider-Man PS4 and in Miles Morales was built to have a continuous flow. Oh, that's a good question. Well, I started the Mr. Freeze story, but I actually didn't finish the main story. I recently I think I scanned like 3 of the drones. I'm not sure if those are all the drones. Or maybe I've only done 2 drones, but I scanned some of the drones for the fast travel, so you can travel around the city. I done those. You know, I done some of those. So I'm on the second... I didn't start it yet, but I'm on the second part of the Mr. Freeze chapter. Because there's the Mr. Freeze chapters, right? There's that chapter of the game. He's got his own story. So, you know, I'm doing the Mr. Freeze story. There's the Harley Quinn story. And then there's the Clayface story. And then there's of course, there's just the main story. And I'm honestly really weirded out by the fact that they didn't just put Mr. Freeze, Clayface, and Harley into the main story, because Arkham was always able to integrate the villains into their main stories, even if they didn't really have a whole lot to do with the main, like, objectives or the main story itself, and they didn't really have a whole lot of context to be given as to why they were there. It just still felt nice to see that Arkham always had all these boss fights. I think Arkham Asylum had like 5, and Arkham City had like 7 boss fights, or maybe there's 8. But there was quite a bit in Arkham City. There's even some sub-bosses in Arkham City, too. And it actually is very hard to not compare Gotham Knights to Arkham, because, you know, at first I thought, like, it was just going to be its own game, but there are actually some things, because Gotham Knights does have stealth in it, and I'm going to, like, probably piss some people off here, but I really don't like the stealth in Gotham Knights. It's literally just there. You can't cover behind walls, and I mean, it's okay, you don't really need the floor grates there, but without being able to do some type of move that's the equivalent to like a inverted takedown, or without doing different variations of silent takedowns, it doesn't really feel like the stealth is all that helpful. And oftentimes what happens is, most of the time the map doesn't give you too many places to hide, so it's the most stupidest, like, if you're not right behind them, they're gonna see you, because, like, Unlike Arkham, where the guards have poor peripherals, these guards have slightly better peripherals, and they have like this question mark above their head, so if they see you coming, it'll show like their awareness getting raised. It'll go from like white to yellow to red, which is like, oh, I found them. And what's really stupid is that as soon as that happens, everybody just flocks to where that one person is. And it, you would think like, oh, what's the problem with that? Well, see, in Arkham, if somebody spotted you, the other people, it would take them a little bit to get there, and it still does in Gotham Knights. Like, it still takes them a little bit to get to where the other person's at. But what's weird is like, because in Arkham, some people didn't follow, and some people actually stayed in some of their spots if they were close by. And what's really weird too is they somehow always know where you are, even if you're hiding behind something. They'll like move over and they'll just know that you're hiding behind this desk or whatever, and it's like, wait, how they're moving to the left already, and they didn't even see me hide behind this desk. They already know I'm there somehow. Like, that's just, it doesn't make any sense. I just beat Harley Quinn. Oh, you did? How was Harley Quinn? Also, did you unlock the 3-burst upgrade for Nightwing's darts, or is there no 3-burst upgrade and I'm an idiot? I really hope there is a 3-burst upgrade or some type of, like, full auto thing. That'd be better, full auto darts, like, right, like, now that would be sick. Anyways, guys, I'm gonna do one last match here. What the heck? Finals marathon. Oh, so these are like, that's sudden death. We can actually do that for the last thing. Let's do some gift grab. What time is it? Oh my goodness. It is 11:43. I'll do one of these actually. And then, not unless if you guys want to see gift grab again. So yeah, I like Gotham Knights, guys. I think it's fun, but I don't like the stealth, because the stealth, there's just nowhere to hide. You can't cover behind corners or walls. You can't hide under. It would have been nice if they had created some type of hiding spots, but most of the time there's just nowhere to hide. And you can literally be crouched down, and the thing about like crouching down is that most of the time people can still see you like crouched down walking, even when you think they can't see you, and you think, oh yeah, there's a computer in front of their face, they can't see me, and they like, it's not like Arkham where they'll hear a noise, they'll just kind of see you somehow. Like, it feels like they have this magical X-ray vision in Gotham Knights, and everybody just flocks to one area, and they're always like following you, and it's like, what the heck? I mean, in Arkham, when they found you, true, they did, group up in a pact, but they also weren't constantly trying to like hunt you down, chasing you. They would just kind of stay in that one spot, and after a little bit, if they couldn't find you, that was it. But these guards, like, once their suspicion gets raised, that's it. They do not go into a mode where they're like, hey, where'd he go? And then, or hey, where'd she go? If you're playing as Batgirl, right? They're not like, oh, hey, where'd the person go? They don't do that. And they don't go, oh, we lost him. No. Their suspicion stays, right? Like, they always know where you are, and then at that point, the game just basically forces you to go into hand-to-hand combat with them, which is not fair, because one of the objectives of, like, every mission that has stealth literally wants you to complete silent takedowns and to not be caught. But it's hard to do that when, just because one person sees you, now everybody knows where you are, and they're not going to let up. They're gonna continuously follow you, and the game will literally force you to fight them, or basically you can just let them kill you and start over again if you want to do it like over. But it's so dumb to me how stealth works in that game. And what's even stupider is that Gotham Knights has vents, but for whatever reason, because they actually let you crawl through the vents to get from point A to point B, but there's no vents near any of the areas where you have to be stealthy. And like I said, they don't need to have floor grates, but the game already has vents, so the least they could have done is put some vent systems near some of these areas where you had to be stealthy. That's what I'm saying. Like, it's kind of ridiculous. And they didn't need to do an inverted takedown, but like Spider-Man has special ways of doing silent takedowns. Gotham Knights only has one way of doing a silent takedown, which is getting directly behind them. So you can't, like, let's say, set a trap and then it ends up, let's say a grappling hook ends up wrapping around the enemy's foot and it ends up hoisting them up into the air and now the person's screaming. You can't do anything fun like that. It's stupid, you know? Easy. You have to do a lot of counters. Well, that's the only thing that's... Wait, what's easy? You mean in Arkham games or in Gotham Knights? What's easy? Because I think Gotham Knights stealth is actually easier. Well, it's actually, well, yeah, the stealth is actually easier in Arkham than it is in Gotham Knights because it's ridiculously easy to get caught in Gotham Knights. And there's hardly any areas on the map that will work with you. Oh, Harley Quinn, okay. Yeah, I heard Harley Quinn was pretty easy, and that's just so disappointing that she ended up being such an easy boss. But the other thing, too, about that game is that I once read, I can't make this up, I once read on a CBR article, Comic Book Report, or I think that's what it stands for. I once read on a CBR article that Gotham Knights was to have the biggest rogues gallery of any Batman game. And I was like, yo, that's sick, right? Until I realized that then we're getting close and they're showing, like, they had this villain reveal trailer, and I'm thinking, but there'll probably be more villains, right? Right? No. They literally did not end up adding any more villains to the game. What we got in the villains trailer are the only bosses besides... And I know people are going to say, Frozen, why are you spoiling it? I'm not spoiling it. The game has been out since October. If you haven't played it since then, well, it's your loss. Spoiler alert for anyone who hasn't played the game. I'm going to say who all the bosses are in the game, because I already know who all of them are, and I haven't even beaten the game, but I've still watched gameplay of all the bosses, except for Starro's boss and Heroic Assault. But you have the Clayface boss, the Harley Quinn boss, the Mr. Freeze boss, the Talia Ghul boss, and you have 3 different Man-Bat bosses. And what sucks about this game is that Man-Bat in this game isn't even Man-Bat, because Langstrom, also spoiler alert, is dead. Sorry for anyone who didn't know that, but I mean, that's literally... I swear, if anyone says, oh, you spoiled a crucial and important event, because it's really not. The first mission of the game was... one of the first things they showed on an IGN live stream. They literally showed Langstrom dead, so that's not really too much of a spoiler. So Man-Bat is dead, and the Man-Bats in the game, because there's 3 of them, aren't even him. It's just 3 random Man-Bat mutant creature. And I don't know if they're... I think they're just people that were tested on, experimented on, I can't remember, but point is... Man-Bat's not even Man-Bat in Gotham Knights. What the heck? I gotta be honest. The story is probably the thing that you're gonna be disappointed in the most with Gotham Knights. At least if you were expecting it to be something that was as good as Arkham City or Arkham Knight. It is not that good. But it's also not that bad. I prefer this story over, like, Mortal Kombat 11's story. And honestly... it is still somewhat intriguing and it can entertain you. It's not horrible, it's good, but it's just not super good. It's not excellent, it's not great, it's not amazing. It's just good. You know what I mean? Like, it's probably a 7. Some people would probably give it a 6, but I give it a... And the thing is, I haven't beaten the campaign, but I've watched, like, all the walkthroughs on the campaign. Alright, everybody. Well, this is going to be my last match here. We are going to do a finals marathon. Oh, you give the story an 8? Well, see, I was saying I give it a 7, but technically I can't actually rate the... I take it back, because I haven't beaten the campaign. I've only seen Crimson play the story. Because he got it when he pre-ordered the game. He got it when it came out, and I was watching him, and I was in some of his... I joined him on commentary for his first Gotham Knights playthrough. He did his Nightwing. That was a lot of fun. Thank you so much, Crimson, once again. I actually can't rate the story. I should have rephrased myself. Some people would give it a 7 or a 6. I'm not sure what I would give it yet. There we go. If I said I give it a 7, I take it back, because I technically can't review it. Oh, I'm definitely going to stream it, Echo. You bet your ass I'm going to stream Gotham Knights. Hey, this is a kid-friendly episode. Oh, sorry, Frosty. Alright, everybody. Today, we're going to be playing some Finals Marathon. This will be the last thing that we are going to do in tonight's stream. I'm so happy that we got our first solos win. Yeah, I know, Frosty. That was pretty crazy. You like my Frosty voice? Also, I was just joking about the kid-friendly thing. My channel is not kid-friendly, although I probably will in the future make, content for kids. Like, I'll have content for kids, and I'll have my main content for you guys. So I'll have, like, my kids' content or my kids' corner, and then I'll still be doing this, you know. I'm very much sure that, like, years down the road, I'll still be doing these Chill Zone streams, so the Chill Zone will still be a thing. Oh, you like it? Thank you. Alright, folks. Before we say goodnight and before my Christmas magic runs out, we're gonna play one more game, and it's gonna be a finals marathon. Let's see if we can pick up this W. Match found was 16. Oh, okay, so there's 16. There's only 16 in these games. Not Jump Showdown. I've literally never won Jump Showdown. Uh-oh. Frozen one. Echo says that if you lose, he's gonna unsubscribe. Well then, I'll try not to lose here. Either that or I'll try not to make this the last, what do we call it? Wait, what? Oh, it's not just one game? I thought it just kept going until there was one winner. Alright, so 4 people got eliminated. But don't worry, Frosty the Snowman. I'm sure Echo's just kidding. I don't think he'd actually unsubscribe from us. Please be joking, Echo. I think you're just joking. Because honestly, that'd be a pretty stupid reason to unsub from someone's channel just because they didn't win a game in Fall Guys. No way, bro. I'm not buying it. Even if I lose, you're still gonna be here in another episode of the Chill Zone, and I'm still gonna see you around. I mean, come on, you can't be serious about that. That'd be dumb, you know. Never. Well, if you really did want to unsubscribe to me, I guess I couldn't stop you. I mean, you know, you can do what you want to do. I'm gonna try my hardest to win, but I can't guarantee that, so... Oh, this is actually the mini game I won on last time. Also, it keeps going until I think there's only 4 people left, or 3. Avoid the water. Wait. What water? Yeah, so far this is pretty easy. Oh, sweet, we qualified. But Echo, you can't fool me, man. I know you're just joking. Also, Echo, have you been enjoying this Chill Zone stream tonight? Also, Miles, you still there, buddy? Anyone else besides Echo still in the chat? How many people are there? Oh shoot. It's okay, we're alive. Oh! Did we eliminate him? No, we didn't. This ring is probably like the safest place. Yeah, you guys ain't eliminating me. Just let those dudes eliminate themselves. Yo! Sitting back actually worked for once. I didn't think that was gonna work. Well, guys, Frosty the Frozen One has made it to the final 2. I might be getting a second win here. This isn't a solos win, this is just a final round. Oh yeah, this is my game. I know for a fact I can beat this guy because I've literally survived so many games of Hexagon. I've almost won several times, but doing it against one person, this is gonna be a piece of cake. Uh-oh. Already he's got all the purple spots up there, but that's okay. We're actually gonna do something to make sure that he falls. What I'm going to do is I'm going to cut a big hole in the middle here. Okay. Oh. Looks like I fell, but he's going to be joining me down here soon, so it's alright. Yeah, see, now he's got no choice to come down here. How is he still up there? I'm trying to cut him off here, guys. But I know I can do it. I want to make random holes now. Hold on. The randomer, the better. He's only got that little strip, so he's gonna be down in a second. Oh no! I was literally looking at the message Spidey Morbing said and I fell. Dude, what the heck? Thanks a lot, Spidey Morbing, you distracted me. But it's okay though. Because I still love you. Yeah, I saw that one coming. Oh no, we've reached the bottom level. This isn't good. I'm just gonna keep popping, try to burn as much time as I can. Oh my god. Well, that's that. I stay here with you at Star Wars Morbin Order. Comes out next year, January, PS Plus. Remember to grab it, Frozen. Oh dude, I want that game too. Bruh, I unsubscribe. Well, if you really want to unsubscribe because I lost a game, fine, but in my opinion, that's the most stupidest reason you could unsubscribe to somebody. I really hope you're not being serious on that, because I'm gonna stay subscribed to you no matter what. Oh, JK, I thought so. I was like, that wouldn't make any sense. I actually did get a solos win. I got my first solos win in Fall Guys, so now I can officially tell my friends about that. But yeah, Spidey Morbin, I want that game too. Jedi Survivor, right? Because that's the new one, right? I think it's Jedi Survivor. The first one was called Jedi Fallen Order. I actually like how they give it a different title, and it's not just Jedi Fallen Order 2. Although I guess some people are calling it that. Sorry about that, guys. Alright, so that was unfortunately the final match of this stream, but like I told you guys, this wasn't going to be that long. I think we were able to make this stream an hour at least, so hey, that's something. I'm really sorry for the shorter streams. I've been trying to stream earlier, but there's just been quite a bit going on during the day lately, so I'll actually, because I don't think we're going anywhere tomorrow for New Year's Eve, so I think tomorrow my plan is, and I still haven't done this yet, I'd love to have 2 streams tomorrow, one midday, then one later, like take a break for a few hours and then stream again. I've still never been able to do that. I told you guys you were going to see some of these days in the future where I'd be streaming twice in a single day, but still so far I have not been able to do that. Where the hell was that guy? Dude, I don't know. He was a wizard. He was hacking the game or something. No, he wasn't hacking. He was just very good at Fall Guys. And he was also very good at Hexagon, which is weird because I'm not too bad at it, but I don't know. I think I'm just kind of average at Hexagon. I've never really won it, but I figured with only one person being there, it would be like a little bit easier. Oh, okay. I'll try to join your streams tomorrow. Alright, man. Yeah, tomorrow I'm actually going to be streaming. If I do 2 streams, the first one will be Multiverses, and then the other one will be Rocket League. No matter what, though, you're going to see a Rocket League stream tomorrow. You know, 2022 is coming to an end here, guys. It's December 30th. Or no, excuse me, it's 21st now because it's midnight. So today is the... It's funny because I started this stream, it was the 30th, and now it's already the 31st. You know, that's pretty funny. So that means that this is the last full day of December, and once the clock strikes midnight today, it feels weird saying today because I started the stream yesterday. Yesterday was only an hour ago, and now it's already the next day. That feels so weird saying that, but it is midnight here. It's 12:10. I'm actually going to get going here, but I am going to be streaming tomorrow. I'm hoping to do 2 tomorrow, but if I can only do 1, no matter what, you guys are going to see a Rocket League stream tomorrow. Always love chilling with you. Thank you, Spidey Morbing. Unfortunately, this is the final Fall Guys stream of 2022, but that's okay because we are going to have plenty of other Fall Guys streams to look forward to in 2023. And as for Frosty the Frozen One, well, he'll be back next Christmas. No, I'm just kidding. No matter what, I'm sure that I'm still going to use this costume in several more Fall Guys streams. I'm not gonna retire this because this is literally like my favorite skin to use in Fall Guys now. So I'm not just gonna stop using it just because it's no longer Christmas. But if I get other unlockables in the game and stuff, you know what I mean? Like, I still will use this look for my Fall Guys character every once in a while, or for my Fall Guy. Remember me when Spidey moving hits the Fahrenheit to 100 over subs next year? Next Christmas is ages away. Yeah, don't worry, Spidey Morbing. I was just joking. It's that joke. You guys remember that quote where Frosty's melting and he's like, don't worry, I'll be back again next Christmas. And then he disappears. The snow melts, but then the magic, the breeze in the air just blows the Christmas magic away. And then they made a sequel to that. I think it was called Frosty the Snowman Returns or something like that. And he really wasn't kidding. He actually did come back the next Christmas. But anyways, like I said, guys, it's midnight here. It's 12:13. I'm actually going to go. So, if there was anyone new watching, I hope you guys enjoyed. Make sure to leave a like, comment down below, and subscribe for more awesome content like this. And as always, I'll see you guys in the next Chill Zone stream. And by the way, last thing, regular video content will be returning next year. I'm actually going to have a... Oh, Bobby D2, my man, how's it going? I'm really sorry you missed the stream, man. I really wish I could keep going, but I actually do gotta go. But thank you so much for stopping by, Bobby D2. I really appreciate that. I haven't watched your channel in a hot minute, but I remember I watched the Batman Minecraft video, and I really liked that video. Well, that's good to hear, man. I always love to hear people saying they're having a good day. That's good, man. That's wicked sweet. See y'all next year. Yup, that's right, Echo. Hope everyone had a very Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays, and I hope that everybody has a Happy New Year. Yeah, no, the Minecraft Batman DLC video is pretty fun. I seen some of your Five Nights at Freddy's clones that you've played recently. You got a good channel, man. I actually like the content you post. I think you got a good thing going. And I'm always going to keep supporting you and a lot of my friends, because you guys are awesome. I'll see if I could catch the next stream. Alright, Bobby D2, thank you so much for joining, even though you couldn't really stay for that long, that's okay. Thank you, Echo, thank you, Spidey Morbing, and thank you, Miles. You've all been a wonderful audience tonight. But now it is time for me to go. So I hope everyone has a sweet night. Hope everyone has wonderful dreams. And tomorrow night, I hope everyone has a very Happy New Year. Stay frozen, everyone. Stay frozen. I'll see you all again next Christmas. I'm just kidding. I won't. I'm not going to disappear that long. Don't worry, guys. It was just a Frosty the Snowman joke. But anyways, good night.